truck today, boys. Holy hell, that thing's heavy as fuck. Woo. Hey. Unfortunately, it's pretty late. It's like 9:30 at night. Been a super busy day, but finally made it to the shop. So got a bunch of parts, got a bunch of other stuff to do. I'm gonna do a little bit of a shop update. Just some more things I needed for the shop, air compressor, some shelving, and I got some other things in the works. Some big news that's actually really awesome, but also some new motors. I'm gonna start ripping apart some spun bearing motors, some ringlet failure motors, because I'm trying to source a good set of case halves to build my new, hopefully 1,000+ horsepower motor. So I'm gonna set you guys up, do a little bit of a time lapse while I unload a bunch of stuff out of the pickup, and I'm gonna try and get this car all buttoned up and pretty much ready for first start. We got all the gaskets in and I got coolant with me. So basically it's just getting the intake manifold, getting everything all hooked up, and hopefully we can probably have a first start, maybe even a first drive by the weekend. But I did want to say happy Thanksgiving. I am going to try and put out 2 videos this week. One when you're seeing this, which should be Thursday night, and then one probably on Saturday again. Maybe, depending on how I feel, that's kind of the schedule I would like to go with, but if not, it'll probably just be like a Saturday upload. Fortunately, I'm not able to quit my job, so this is kind of just a side gig. You know, I gotta have money to fund a race car, so I am just doing this on the side, and Saturday works best with my schedule. I put up a poll on Instagram, and a bunch of you guys pretty much said that I should put out more videos, more than one a week. So I'm gonna try and shoot for Thursdays and Saturdays, but don't crucify me if I don't. There's tons of content that I have coming, tons of stuff going on, so you know, hop on and let's go for a ride. I mean, let's chase this dream and basically maybe some records. So yeah, we'll set you guys up, get a time lapse, and here we go. So I probably need to buy like 3 more of these, but for now I'm gonna get all the stuff transferred off of this table onto there so I can pull apart some motors. So I'm gonna set you up for a time lapse and we'll go ahead and get into that, and then I'll take you along for some motor teardowns. So here we go. Alright, so we're gonna tear into this and see how bad it is. So first we gotta pull off this oil pump. I'm actually gonna probably set you up right here. Alright fam, everything's apart, ready to come off. There we go. And there we go. There's only 3 rods attached. Or the thrust number 5. Okay, so that was number 4. Cylinder 4. Doesn't even have a fucking rod cap. Like literally there is no rod cap. There is no rod cap to this rod. Where the hell is the rod cap? That's what I want to know. Hey guys, sorry about that. Both my SD card and my battery died in the middle of that. So unfortunately, I kind of just kept working. I did clear up a little bit of space on my SD card so I could film this outro. But basically, we have gotten to the point where I now have the case apart and have everything else. All the pistons are out. So basically, I got this motor as a quote-unquote rod bearing failure. And believe it or not, sure enough, it was a rod, but it wasn't and a bearing, but it didn't have a rod cap. There is no cap. It was not even attached to the crankshaft. So I'm surprised it even ran. But all of the pistons, besides one, has a ringland failure. You can see this right here. That's ringland gone, number 4. Number 3, on the other hand, is the worst. And it's totally trashed. I mean, totally trashed. 2, totally intact ringland. 1, also broken ringland, you can see right here. All the cylinder walls look to be good. This would be a block that we would bore and hone out to 99.75 anyway. But my buddy is looking for a block, and I think this block is good. Something we can send off to him. Unfortunately, the crank is not going to be good. The rod's probably not. I mean, one of them's missing the damn rod cap, for Pete's sake. So we got that done. I got all my hose strung out. Got a new shelf up. A new air compressor. And this is a motor that I'm going to take apart again tomorrow. Another one we'll take apart. This one has no bearing failure, I don't think. It just failed a compression test. So I have a feeling it's probably a ringland failure as well. This motor only has like 6,000 miles on it. And if it's good, I want to use it to build my big boy motor. So lots going on. And I went ahead and tried to get the intake manifold onto the car, and unfortunately the intake manifold in this motor is a phase 1 motor, phase 1 EJ22, and so is the manifold, because if you look, the bolt holes don't line up. And we're like this far off on this side. I mean, look at how far off we are. The gaskets I got from Subaru didn't work, and this isn't working. So, the guy who sold me this motor, I'm gonna meet up with hopefully tomorrow. Get an NA manifold that should work for this motor. So I can still hopefully get it all done by the weekend. I went ahead and I cleaned up the header here and all the flanges. I'm gonna go underneath, and tomorrow I'll probably clean off the bottom side of the heads where the gasket is, just so we can get a clean gasket seal there too. So yeah, basically this is just supposed to be a short trip, guys. I didn't even get here till 9:30, and it's about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning right now. Basically, I just wanted to get my air compressor set up, get the shelving set up, and get a motor torn apart. And unfortunately, we're not able to make any progress on the wagon. But I wanted to get a motor tore down, and we got a motor tore down so that I can get some progress going on my buddy's build. Like I said, tomorrow I'll probably meet up with the guy who sold me this motor for the wagon and get the intake manifold, and hopefully we can make some more progress on that. I should have everything else we need. But since it was just a short trip, not too much exciting going on. I do apologize again for my battery dying on the motor build. If you guys want to see more motor builds and teardowns and stuff like that, let me know down in the comments, because I personally enjoy working on them. I love EJs. Like, straight up, I love EJs. A lot of people will probably argue that, oh my gosh, I've done a million of them, yada, yada, yada. And that is very true, but they are a simple motor. Once you understand them, they are very, very, very simple. So we got some good news for that block for my buddy. And that motor over there, this one. Hopefully there's also good news on that, and then I can send that one out to Outfront, and we can go ahead and get some things going for a real fast build, like a real fast build. So this is gonna be me signing out. Once again, happy Thanksgiving, and I will catch you guys on Saturday. Peace out, guys. Somebody's riding their bike at 2 o'clock in the morning, 25 degrees outside.